Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited. Today's battery prompt is number 81. The most powerful superhuman on Earth has a split personality which swaps itself out on his birthday. In odd years, he's good. For even years, he's utterly evil. Even years, eh? All right, let's go to 2020. A year so bad that when they did a dating commercial, they actually created a lady to be 2020 and matched her up with Satan, which just makes sense because 2020 was that bad. All right, they lock him in stasis on his birthday, which is January 18th, 2020. So the 16th of January, just as a precaution, they lock him down. The most powerful superhuman on Earth. What are his powers? Well, he basically starts off as this world's version of Superman. He's fast, he's strong, he flies, he's invulnerable to just about everything except mental attacks. Someone grabbed him, played around with his mind so that he has a split personality on his birthday, and then they buried his psychosis around layers and layers and layers of mystical defenses. So actually now, mental and mystical, so that you can't fix this through magic, through psychics, through medication, through even good old-fashioned therapy. They've tried everything. Nothing can undo this. It's locked. Whoever did this, they spent years of prep, and they did this to him, and he killed them. He went through their nose trying to find a way to undo this, and there's nothing. He killed this person first chance he got as a good guy, just out of spite, like, you son of a... So basically, what he does is, okay, lock me up. So for 1 year, the most powerful superhuman on the planet is out of the game. And it's been showing. Hero's been getting slapped around and killed. And what's worse for the good guy is when he comes out, he's like, okay, who's dead? But, okay, it's 2 days before his birthday, 2 days before he goes dark on 2020. And he locks himself in stasis, and what happens? A bunch of bad guys break him out. Just like for the first time. Like, he knew this thing was coming, and he always had himself locked up, and he's never gone on a rampage with his evil side being dominant. It's always been his good side dominant. And he's been doing this for about 15 years. This happened about 15 years ago. Now, for the first time, he's loose. Oh, what would he do? And this evil side is trying to find a way to stay dominant. And he basically goes back through the nodes, he goes back through the process, and maybe he finds something that was missed, and he finds a way to lock himself in place, which was intentional. Like, the bad guy, maybe one of his minions is like, oh, yes, bad guy's dominant. Let's approach him with the key from the notes, the missing piece of the puzzle, a way to lock yourself in as a villain and do whatever you want to do. Be your true darker self. Question is, can some good guy get in the way of this, or good gal, or good team, without getting smeared? Good question. All right, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and this is Tales Unlimited. This is how I wrote the battery prompt. How would you write it? Would you make it a mystical champion? Would you make it a wizard? Would you make it not the most powerful superhero on the planet, but someone who's part of a team who maybe switches and no one knows? It's a little secret. Or maybe in prison something was done to this particular person and they're not even a hero, but they just on their birthday back and forth, but it's a dangerous hitman. Just a simple, or a hit woman, or a hit child. Ugh. There's so many different ways to write this prompt. Consider the options. But anyway, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Please check out talesunlimited.net. That's where the podcasts are. There's the Batchery Daily Prompt and a Disturbing Thought of the Day, and they both go daily. Also, there is the set of links, which will take you to Amazon and the books. What are the Tales Unlimited books? Well, there's the Batchery series. In each book, there are 200 writing prompts, unusual ones, by the way, and a little wisdom on how to write that first novel for those aspiring novelists who may have lost years of their lives trying to put out book one. And there's a system at the core of this, and if you follow the system through, you will have a chance to build your business, build your fan base, sell books, and do all of this while you're working on your first novel. So it's actually useful in that regard. There's also, let's just say, the writing prompts, they allow storytellers of any stripe to take advantage, like they give them an edge. So whether you're an evil GM, short story writer, screenwriter, comic book writer, game designer, or even a veteran novelist with a ton of books, 200 unusual writing prompts, that's just fuel. Take one and go with it. Do whatever you want with it, but who knows where you might end up. Even if you're the best novelist in the world, a different idea might be all you need to do a best-selling series. Knock yourself out. Also, short story anthologies. Think New School Twilight Zone. 25 stories in each book. The themes are on heroic. That's one series. It's about unlikely heroes saving the day. Like, what if a mad genius is stopping another mad genius from taking over the U.S. and giving it to the Nazis just before World War II starts, right? And he's only doing it because he's on his meds that day. That's unheroic, an unlikely hero being a mad genius on his meds. The Book of Schemes, diabolical, twisted, all types of stuff. Okay, there's this pretty boy, rising corporate type who's going after a corner office job, VP slot, and his only competition is a demon. How's that going to turn out? You'd be surprised. And that's Book of Schemes, all types of silly schemes, strange schemes, dark schemes, all over the place. And then the novel series, I, Villain. 4 books about this fella named Benjamin Clyde, gentleman fixer, dude in a suit. What makes him dangerous is that he has the best mercenary outfit in the world. 400 plus hand-picked elite experts, supervillains, combinations of both. Killers, hackers, soldiers, you name it. And folks from all sides of the law come to hire him to solve their problems. So Interpol, terror cells, governments, good, bad, the Vatican, demons, they all come to him. And one evening, he's forced to give up his multi-billion-dollar empire, just like that. Fires everybody, gives it all up to make amends for something he had to do. And, the icing on the cake is that he has to fight crime in the superhuman crime capital of the world, personally. If he skips a night, he dies. If he leaves town, he dies. If anyone helps him, they die. The streets should have smeared him like that. But here's the thing. Everyone just saw a guy with high cholesterol and a nice suit. The reality is he's retired black ops who stopped using his powers. Now he has to step up. And when he does, first he starts saving the day, then he starts saving the world, then he turns it into a business. And I mean, he goes after the top tier villains and ignores the small fry crime, the criminals who are like, drug dealers, purse snatchers, bank robbers. He doesn't care about them. If you're trying to change the world or destroy it, which I guess is the same thing in some regards, he's going to be on your doorstep because you have the money to make it happen most of the time. So you Bond villains, you're dead. He's going to kill you and take everything that's not on fire. So check them out, please. All right. I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. I'll see you tomorrow.